Good morning, my lovelies. Well, I have my favorite mug that I used to drink out of on Iona. And if you've been following me for any length of time, you will have often seen this beautiful mug, because this is what I like. When I would gaze out of my gorgeous little flat on Iona and look at the sound of Iona, the water that separates our small island from Mull, and then Mull is separated from the mainland. And I would gaze out at the water, or when I had walked to the North Shore and I'd been plunging in the cold water and then drinking my coffee afterwards to warm up as fast as possible, especially in winter, I would look out to the horizon, look along the water, look between the islands, and every time I saw any form of a boat, whether it was a fishing boat, actually, a yacht, a tall ship, a catamaran, one of the steamships that come by, or even the cruise ships, but not so much the cruise ships, I have to be honest. I would think one day, so this is about dreams coming true, because I would think one day I want to sail around these islands. I would look at Col and Tiree and the Dutchman's Cap and Lunga, all the Trishnish Isles where all the puffins and the beautiful birds go and nest, Staffa where there is Fingal's Cave and the puffins. Do you know I speak puffin? I do. I'll show you one day. And then looking across to Mull, and I would go, one day I'm going to sail these islands. It has felt like a dream for 3 years. And I don't know about you, but I am doing my absolute best to follow my dreams and make them come true. And I have run retreats all around the world, and from 2025, so from next year, you might have seen I've put out an Italian Camino, I've put out a Portuguese Camino. Now I'm putting out this sailing trip around the Hebrides Islands. And I have no idea if I can pull it off, right? So I was chatting to my mastermind group yesterday and saying, we have to be brave, we have to be bold, we have to be willing to throw out the ball, or maybe throw out the anchor and see what sticks, because sometimes we do something, we put love and energy and intention and purpose into it, and it doesn't always matter if it does or doesn't work. What matters is that we've tried. Because when you've tried, then you might go, oh, it's not quite right, I have to tweak it, or I have to pivot, or I have to drop that idea. But by doing that one idea, it might get you to the next idea. And some of them work magically. I mean, when I launched Italy, it sold out in 3 weeks. When I launched Portugal, it's a little slower because it's a much longer trip. It's a bigger ask emotionally, body-wise. It's a 15-night epic trip. It's okay, right? And if it doesn't sell, I'll tweak it. Fine. And now it's a sailing trip. I have 10 days to pull this off. So when I talk about dreams coming true, I have a little itty-bitty window in order to secure the boat. I'll never forget, maybe two autumns ago, there was a beautiful boat moored in the Iona Sound. And one of the guys that lives on Iona loves watching the marine traffic. And he would always say, oh, this boat's in the marina, and this is who's chartered it. And it was some celebrity, it might have been Kate Moss, I think. And it cost something like 69,000 euros per week without food. And I'm like, how does anybody do that? I've been trying for months to pull this off. I've been working with a bespoke agent in Edinburgh who is very skilled at finding the right things. But he kept coming back to me going, Kate, these boats are like £200,000. And I'd be like, no, Kate Emerson, not Kate Moss. So I have found something. I do believe the price point works. I don't know if I can pull it off, because in 10 days, I have to be able to put down a 50% deposit. And I'm a businesswoman, and I can't risk that kind of money without knowing that this dream is something that you might want too. So, my God, maybe you know someone who wants to sail around the Hebrides. We start in Oban. I'm going to send you some other information. We start in Oban, which is the port on the mainland. We board, we have a night in Oban, because I've got to make sure that you're there, because heaven forbid the weather or the trains or the buses or the cars don't let you get to Oban. So we're in Oban the night before. We set sail, we'll pop some bubbles, and then it's up to the skipper. right? Weather dependent, tide dependent, the route that we go, but we will be probably covering Mull, the Treshnish, the Small Isles, Cull, Turry, and my absolute desire, need, wish, dream is mooring in the sound of Iona. I want to be on the boat. I want us to pop in the tenders and go up to where the boats land and get off and walk up, go and say hello to Iona, feel Iona. This is just one of the islands, right? Walk up past the Iona craft shop, through the nunnery, up through the Heritage Centre where I used to be a trustee, up, carry on past Oshdana, the beautiful jeweler, my beautiful friend who has the jewellery shop, past the Clumber Hotel, past the Iona Abbey, past St. Orens, and then we carry on up past the croft I used to live on, waving at Mags and the sheep. Then we get to the North Shore, through my favourite gate, the threshold of possibility. Every time I walk through that gate, I would stop and set my intention for my swim. Oh, I would love nothing more than taking you to my favourite beach. And if you've been there before, you know how magical it is. So this is a tall ship. She's a tall ship. God, I'm getting all confused. She's got 12 berths, so 6 ensuite cabins. 12 of us can sleep in there. There's a dedicated chef. There's dedicated crew. If you want to, oh my God, I want to, they will show you the ropes so you can help hoist sails, and you can coil ropes, and you can be like a deck on hand for 10 minutes or an hour, whatever you want. Not needed. You can jump off the boat into the water. You can take a kayak or a stand-up paddle. You can sit on the deck drinking a gin and tonic and just watching the world go by. And of course, any adventure with me, any retreat type adventure, you will always have my heart and soul looking after you. So maybe you're coming on this to get an absolutely different perspective on your life, to see things from a different angle. Perhaps you're wanting to just spend time on water because that'll get you in touch with your emotions, healing. Oh, that's my mom's washing machine about to go do lally. I can help you close out a chapter. I can help you think about big, courageous conversations about the future. The shared conversations of adventure and playtime and camaraderie, sitting around the table eating meals together, is profound. I attract the most incredible, beautiful souls that come on adventures and retreats with me. I have been so blessed with who comes into my life. So one thing you're guaranteed is beautiful people, beautiful food, magnificent views, and incredible, outstanding adventure. And if it's not for you, maybe it's for someone else. So, oh my God, I'm trying to make this dream come true. I am so very grateful for you that at some time or another you signed up to my newsletter. I tend to do more videos now than writing. I don't know, I'm not sure why, but I do. And lots of love to you. I so appreciate you. Ciao.